Imagine being able to step outside your body and explore the universe. No airplanes, no spaceships, no technology. Just your awareness, free to travel through time, space, and even realms invisible to the human eye. This might sound like science fiction, but it's not. It's called astral projection. Astral projection is a practice that dates back to ancient mystical traditions. It's more than just a fascinating experience. It's a journey into the depths of your own consciousness and a gateway to understanding reality in a whole new way. In this guide, you'll learn how to consciously separate your astral body from your physical form. But that's only the beginning. You'll also discover why this ability matters. Astral projection isn't just about seeing strange places. It's about gaining control over your inner world, uncovering the truth about life beyond the physical, and forming a deeper connection with the divine. We'll explore the differences between mental wandering, trance, and true astral travel. You'll find out how to prepare your mind, body, and spirit for this powerful journey, and why being in balance is essential. Step by step, you'll be guided through each part of the process. From the first time you hover just above your physical body, to the moment you explore vast spiritual dimensions with clarity and purpose. Whether you're just curious or a dedicated seeker, this path offers more than just adventure. It offers transformation. So, if you're ready to take your first step beyond the physical world, let's begin. Astral projection is the conscious separation of your astral body from your physical body. It's not the same as mental wandering or entering a trance, even though those terms are sometimes confused with it. Each of these is a different kind of spiritual experience. Mental wandering happens when your consciousness detaches from your body, but stays within your mental layer. You can observe and explore mentally, but you're not really leaving the astral plane. It's similar to remote viewing or vivid imagination, without the deep energetic shift that comes with full astral projection. Trance is something different. It's usually triggered by the Akasa principle, and it's often passive. You might have visions or insights, but you don't have full control over where you go or what happens. You're receiving the experience, not actively directing it. Astral projection takes things further. In this state, both your mental and astral bodies leave your physical body together. You're able to travel intentionally to different locations and interact more vividly with the energy and environments you find. It's a much more intense and realistic experience than either mental wandering or trance. Now, let's talk about the word ecstasy. In everyday life, it usually means joy or excitement, but in esoteric practice, it has a very different meaning. Here, ecstasy refers to a specific energetic state when the astral and mental bodies are fully separated from the physical one. The physical body seems lifeless, no breath, no heartbeat, almost like a meditative coma or even death. This state is not symbolic. It's literal. The awareness of the practitioner is fully transferred into the astral realm. And it's a serious condition that requires a lot of preparation and balance. Even a small interruption, like someone touching the body, can break the energetic link and cause death. That's why astral projection isn't something to take lightly. It's a sacred act that crosses the boundary between the material and the spiritual worlds. So why does it matter? Because once you've experienced astral projection, you no longer just believe in life beyond the physical, you know it. You understand that your consciousness exists outside of your body, and that life continues beyond this one. Astral projection also gives you insight into the spiritual laws that govern reality. As you explore the astral plane, you become more aware of higher energies, divine forces, and the connections between your body, soul, and spirit. It's not just a theory anymore, it's something you've lived. This experience changes you. It sharpens your intuition. It deepens your spiritual discipline. It opens doors to healing, guidance, and a sense of mastery over your own inner world. Astral projection isn't just a skill, it's a key to awakening, a step toward union with something greater. Astral projection isn't only about spiritual ability, it's also about being physically and mentally prepared. To safely separate your astral body from your physical form, your whole being needs to be in harmony. That means having a healthy body, a focused mind, and a soul that's aligned with purpose. This balance is crucial because astral projection stretches your physical and energetic systems. If one part is weak, your body, your emotions, or your focus, it can lead to side effects like fatigue, emotional swings, or even illness. A skilled practitioner makes sure that body, soul, and spirit are equally cared for. Skipping this groundwork creates instability that affects everything. It's like trying to build a house without a solid foundation. It might stand for a little while, but it won't hold up under pressure. Breathing and nutrition play a big role in this process. They're not just basic needs, they're also energetic tools. Breath fuels the mental matrix, which is the link between your mind and your astral body. Without steady, conscious breathing, that link becomes weak and controlled projection gets harder, or even dangerous. That's why breathwork is one of the first things taught in spiritual training. It feeds your system with the elements and the vital force you need to stay connected. Nutrition supports the astral matrix, which is the bond between the astral and physical body. If your body lacks nourishment, this connection becomes unstable. That affects your energy levels and your ability to travel safely. A solid, balanced diet, rich in vitamins, minerals, and life force, helps you store the energy needed for projection. While some traditions use strict fasting or dietary restrictions, this path sees extreme practices as risky. They can weaken your physical structure, especially if you're not already adapted to those methods or environments. There are also real dangers to be aware of during astral projection. The biggest risk is interference. When your astral and mental bodies separate, they stay connected to your physical body by subtle energy threads, often called the silver cord. This cord is incredibly delicate. If someone touches your physical body while you're in deep projection, the cord could break instantly. If that happens, your connection to the physical body is lost. Your life force can't return. Medically, it might look like heart failure or sudden death. But energetically, it's the severing of your lifeline. This is a serious risk, even for experienced practitioners. The energy from a human touch is just too strong for the cord during projection. Your body will appear lifeless, no breath, no heartbeat. It's only reversible if the silver cord stays intact. That's why it's so important to protect your space. Lock the door. Let others know not to disturb you. If someone does need to be nearby, make sure they understand what you're doing and that they must not touch you, no matter what. You also need to avoid neglecting your preparation. If you skip breathwork or don't nourish your body, you could experience headaches, dizziness, or strange emotional states after projection. To stay safe, follow the training step by step. Don't rush. When your body, mind, and spirit are in sync, astral travel becomes not only safe, but empowering. It becomes a path of transformation, not a source of risk. The silver cord is the vital link that connects your astral and mental bodies to your physical body during astral projection. It's often described as a shimmering, elastic ribbon of light, delicate, almost invisible, but absolutely essential. This cord isn't just symbolic. It's real in an energetic sense and plays a crucial role in keeping your life force anchored while you explore other realms. When you begin astral projection, both your mental and astral bodies detach from your physical body. The silver cord is what keeps you tethered. It adjusts to your movements, whether you drift just a few feet away or travel across dimensions. As long as the cord stays intact, your physical body remains alive, though it may appear inactive. This connection is your lifeline. If the silver cord is ever severed, your astral and mental bodies can no longer return, and the physical body dies. That's why the cord must be treated with care and respect. Think of it as your heartbeat in energetic form. It's the thread that allows you to go beyond the physical world while still being able to return. Understanding and protecting the silver cord is one of the most important parts of safe and effective astral projection. Astral projection begins with finding a posture that supports deep relaxation without causing you to fall asleep. The traditional asana position, a seated meditative pose, is recommended because it promotes stillness and focus. But lying down is also acceptable, especially if it helps you stay fully aware. The key is comfort and stability. Your body needs to remain completely undisturbed during the process. Choose a quiet, secure space where you won't be interrupted. Physical stillness is what allows your mental and astral bodies to slip free without resistance. The first step is transferring your consciousness into your mental body. This is the part of you that thinks, observes, and imagines. Begin by mentally stepping outside yourself. Picture your awareness floating just above or beside your physical body. Imagine looking down at yourself. You may feel like your physical form is falling asleep while your inner awareness becomes sharper and more focused. This shift into the mental body is the foundation for all deeper astral work. Once your awareness is anchored in the mental body, the next step is to draw out your astral body using imagination and willpower. Visualize your astral form emerging from your physical shell. It should look just like you, same shape, same size. See it forming and glowing with light. Then, using your will, step into it. Feel yourself merging with this new energetic version of you. This may feel strange at first. Your astral body might seem unfamiliar or disconnected. That's completely normal. What matters now is forming a strong link between your mental and astral bodies so they can move together as one. To stabilize this connection, focus on your breath, but not in your physical body, in your astral one. Begin slow, steady breathing as if you're inhaling and exhaling through your astral form. This breath becomes the bridge that links your mental and astral layers. With each breath, the connection gets stronger. Your astral body begins to feel more natural, more like home. Avoid looking back at your physical body too soon. Doing so can create a sudden pull that snaps you back into it. Keep your attention on your astral breathing. That breath anchors you and helps you stay in your projected form. Over time, this process becomes smoother and easier. But in the beginning, it requires patience and practice. The more you train, the more naturally your consciousness will shift, and the more clearly your astral body will respond. Once you've separated from your physical body and stabilized in your astral form, an entirely new world opens up around you. Unlike mental wandering, where everything might feel symbolic or distant, astral projection is vivid, real, and immersive. You don't just imagine the environment, you feel it with a clarity that often goes beyond your normal senses. In your astral body, your perception sharpens. Colors can appear more vibrant. You might hear subtle vibrations, sense emotions in the air, or notice energetic textures in everything around you. Objects might glow. Walls may shimmer. Even silence can seem to carry meaning. Everything has an energetic presence, and you're tuned in completely. This heightened awareness allows you to explore not just familiar places, but also distant locations and spiritual realms. You're no longer limited by the 5 physical senses. You're using a kind of sixth sense that blends thought, feeling, and energy into a unified experience. There's a big difference between mental observation and astral interaction. When you're mentally wandering, you can see and understand what's happening somewhere else, but you can't truly touch it or affect it. It's like watching something on a screen. In contrast, astral projection allows you to interact with your environment. You can feel textures, hear sounds clearly, and even sense heat or cold. With enough control, you can move objects on the astral plane. These aren't just mental impressions, they're real, energetic interactions. This is what makes astral travel so powerful. It's not just an internal vision, it's an external experience in another layer of reality. One of the most intense parts of astral projection is the emotional depth. Emotions in the astral plane are raw, immediate, and magnified. Joy can feel overwhelming. Fear can hit like a wave. Love and awe come through with a force that's hard to describe. That's because in the astral state, you're not protected by the emotional filters of the physical mind. You're experiencing pure energy, yours and everything around you. Feelings come not just from within, but from the places, beings, and events you encounter. Even simple experiences can carry a strong emotional charge. You're not just reacting, you're resonating. This emotional intensity is a gift, but it's also a challenge. It can offer deep healing and insight, but it requires balance. Without grounding, strong emotions can cloud your judgment or create attachments to the astral world. The key is to stay centered. Feel fully, but remain grounded in your purpose. That way, your exploration of the astral plane becomes a tool for growth, not an escape, but a deeper connection to your spirit. When you're learning to navigate the astral plane, it's natural to feel excited and want to explore as far as possible. But astral projection, like any powerful practice, requires patience and gradual growth. Starting close to your physical body isn't just safer, it's essential for building strength, awareness, and control. In the beginning, keep your projection simple. Stay near your body. Stand beside it. Observe it. Look around the room you're in. Get used to how it feels to be in your astral form. This stage helps you become familiar with the sensations of separation without overwhelming your senses. It also strengthens your ability to hold the astral form without being pulled back into your physical body too soon. As you repeat these short, close projections, you'll start to feel more confident. You'll learn how to breathe in your astral body, stay balanced, and manage the magnetic pull of the physical form. You'll begin to trust the process more, and each journey will feel more natural. But there's another layer you'll need to work through: emotional control. As your astral senses open, you may encounter strong feelings: fear, longing, resistance. These emotional waves are normal. They're echoes of your body's natural instinct to protect itself, and your spirit's curiosity about what lies beyond. Fear often comes up when you try to move farther away. You might feel a strong tug pulling you back, or a sudden sense of panic. Don't fight it. Just observe the feeling, breathe through it, and gently return. With practice, that fear will start to fade. On the other hand, you might feel so drawn to the astral realm that the idea of returning feels like a burden. The peace and clarity there can be so powerful, you may want to stay. But that temptation can lead to dangerous detachment. True mastery means being able to explore freely and return willingly. Astral projection isn't meant to be an escape from physical life. It's a tool for growth. You must learn to remain emotionally balanced, aware, and in control. To expand your range, stretch your boundaries slowly and consciously. Once you've become comfortable staying near your body, try stepping into another room, then another building. Visualize it clearly and let your astral senses guide you. With each session, move a little farther. Notice how your energy feels. Watch how strong the magnetic pull is. Pay attention to your emotions. If you ever feel overwhelmed or unstable, return and try again another time. As you build your skill, that magnetic pull weakens and your freedom increases. You'll eventually be able to travel across great distances, even into non-physical realms, but that level of mastery must be earned. Take it step by step. With every journey, you're not just gaining distance, you're gaining control, depth, and trust in your own spirit. No matter how far you travel in your astral body, there is always a natural force gently drawing you back. This is the magnetic pull of your physical form. It's steady and constant, a quiet reminder that your body still holds your earthly life force. The closer you stay to your body during projection, the stronger this pull feels. You might notice it as a gentle tug at your core, a background sensation, or even a sudden snap if your focus slips. But it's not something to fear. In fact, it's a built-in safety feature, a way for your spirit to find its way home. Recognizing this force gives you more control over your return. Instead of feeling yanked back unexpectedly, you can respond with intention, guiding yourself gently and smoothly. When it's time to come back, start by slowing your astral breath. Imagine holding your breath, not physically, but in your astral form. This signals your astral body to begin separating from the mental layer. Next, guide your astral body back into alignment with your physical body. Visualize yourself returning to your original position. Feel your energy sliding back into place, the layers of your being merging once again. Don't rush this part, let it happen naturally. As your astral body reconnects, the silver cord tightens. Energy begins flowing back into your physical form. Then, shift your mental awareness back into your body. This last step fully awakens your senses and restarts your physical functions. Often, the first breath you take upon re-entry feels deep and powerful, like coming up for air after being underwater. You might feel groggy or disoriented. That's completely normal. Give yourself time to adjust. Move slowly. Stretch. Look around. Let your awareness settle. Some people feel a brief emotional wave after returning, anything from wonder to sadness. That's natural too. You've just come back from an intense spiritual journey. To ground yourself, eat something, drink water, or touch a natural object like wood or stone. These simple actions help reconnect you to the physical world. Now, there's something important to understand. The astral realm is beautiful, peaceful, and incredibly free. It's easy to feel tempted to stay. In the astral world, there's no pain, no weight, no noise. Just lightness and clarity. For those who are suffering in their physical life, the desire to remain there can grow strong. The astral body begins to feel like home. The physical world feels like a burden. But that comfort can be a trap. Some people become so attached to the astral plane that they resist returning. Some may even try to sever the silver cord on purpose, thinking they'll achieve spiritual freedom. But doing so is deeply harmful. It's the energetic equivalent of suicide. It cuts short your soul's intended journey. Your body was given to you for a reason, to learn, to grow, to fulfill your purpose. Leaving it too soon doesn't bring liberation. It brings imbalance. Emotionally, it leaves scars. Spiritually, it creates disharmony. And karmically, it means lessons must be repeated, often under more difficult conditions. Avoiding the physical world only delays your growth. True maturity is facing it with wisdom and strength. The ability to return from the astral plane at will is a mark of spiritual mastery. It means you are in control, not ruled by emotion or desire, but guided by purpose. Discipline doesn't mean restriction. It means freedom. When you can go to the astral world and return at will, you are truly sovereign. You're no longer pulled by attachment to this world or the next. You explore not to escape, but to understand. And when it's time to return, you do, because you choose to. Astral projection isn't just about exploring distant places or having mystical experiences. It's a powerful, practical tool that can be used to bring real change and healing, both for yourself and others. When you project with intention, your astral body becomes a vessel for transmitting energy. It holds both magnetic and electric fluids, the very building blocks of life force. These energies can be gathered, condensed, and directed towards someone in need. By visiting a person in your astral form, you can send this healing force directly into their energetic field. This kind of healing goes deeper than mental intention alone. The astral body acts as a bridge between the material and the spiritual, allowing you to work directly with the person's subtle energy systems. Whether they need emotional support or physical healing, this method reaches places that normal treatments often can't. With practice, this process becomes more natural. Instead of just imagining healing energy, you'll be able to direct it with precision, feeling it leave your astral body and reach its target with clarity and purpose. Another advanced ability is the materialization of the astral body using the earth element. This technique involves increasing the density of your astral form by condensing the earth element within it. When done properly, your astral body can become visible, even tangible, to people in the physical world, even if they aren't spiritually trained. The denser the earth element, the more physical the projection becomes. You might appear as a faint shimmer, a shadow, or even a full, solid figure. This isn't a trick or illusion. It's the deliberate use of spiritual energy to affect the material world. With enough control, your astral form can interact with the physical environment, leaving impressions or even influencing people directly. Beyond visibility, the astral body can create real physical effects. When charged with magnetic and electric fluids, it becomes a conduit for spiritual force. You might cause lights to flicker, objects to move slightly, or pressure to be felt on a surface, all without touching anything. These effects aren't accidents. They're the result of concentrated will, elemental mastery, and spiritual training. It's about learning to direct energy with focus and intention. For example, a trained practitioner might use their astral hand to shift an object or create a specific sound, without using any physical tools. To someone who doesn't understand the process, these things might seem like miracles. But they're not breaking any natural laws. They're simply working within a higher layer of those laws. In fact, many so-called miracles are just spiritual skills in action. Materializing, healing at a distance, moving objects. These aren't gifts reserved for the chosen few. They are natural results of understanding and working with the laws of energy, breath, and the elements. The more a practitioner trains, the more effective and consistent these abilities become. It's not about magic tricks, it's about purpose. A true magician doesn't use astral skills to impress. They use them to serve. By mastering these abilities, they become capable of healing, guiding, and influencing in ways that align with divine will, not personal gain. This is the heart of practical astral projection. It's not about escaping reality, it's about stepping into it more fully, with power, clarity, and the intention to help. As you grow in your astral work, the focus shifts from simply traveling to truly transforming. The ultimate goal of astral projection isn't just to explore, it's to embody divine power. This means infusing your astral body with qualities that reflect the highest spiritual truths. These aren't abstract concepts, they're real forces that can be awakened and experienced directly. There are 4 primary divine qualities: omnipotence, the power to create, transform, and destroy. Omniscience, complete knowledge and wisdom. Immortality, eternal life and spiritual continuity. Omnipresence, the ability to exist beyond space and time, present in all things. By meditating on each of these, you begin to awaken their reflections within yourself. These divine principles aren't just something you admire from a distance, they're meant to be realized and lived. Your astral body becomes more than a vehicle for travel, it becomes a vessel for divine consciousness. Each divine quality corresponds to one of the four elements. Understanding these links helps you internalize and channel each force more effectively. Fire corresponds to omnipotence. Fire is will, power, and drive. Meditating on omnipotence through fire strengthens your ability to act, lead, and manifest change. Air corresponds to omniscience. Air represents clarity and thought. Through air, you connect with divine wisdom and insight, sharpening your intuition and mental awareness. Water corresponds to immortality. Water is depth, emotion, and flow. It reveals the soul's eternal nature and helps you feel the truth of life beyond physical death. Earth corresponds to omnipresence. Earth is stability and presence. It teaches you to feel grounded while also being connected to everything, everywhere. When you meditate on these principles with intention and understanding, they begin to shape your astral body. You're not just filling it with light, you're aligning it with universal law. The more deeply you connect with each element, the more your astral form mirrors the structure of the divine. This isn't just for moments of projection. It becomes part of who you are, how you think, how you act, and how you serve. Through this process, your astral body transforms into a sacred temple. It's no longer just a spiritual tool. It becomes a living expression of divine power, wisdom, eternity, and presence. At its highest level, astral projection is not just about travel, it's about transformation. The goal is to embody divine qualities like omnipotence, omniscience, immortality, and omnipresence, not just during projection, but in daily life. Through deep inner work, your astral body becomes a vessel of divine presence, and you begin to act not from ego, but from higher purpose. True enlightenment isn't about escape, it's about harmony. When spirit, soul, and body align, fear dissolves, and death is no longer an end but a transition. You've seen beyond, and you return wiser, grounded, and clear. With this power comes responsibility. The real magician doesn't seek praise, they serve. Their astral mastery is used to heal, guide, and uplift. They are a bridge between worlds, living proof that the divine can move through human life. Astral projection, at its core, brings you back to yourself, transformed, awakened, and ready to bring light to the world. For more details on this topic, check out the corresponding article on our website. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.